were talking all things Putin and Oscar during the break, but now we're on to Oscar with fashion expert Melissa Rivers, Amy Holmes, who's co-host of PBS's In Principle, and Karamo Brown, culture host for Queer Eye on Netflix. Okay, team. So what did we think of last night? Melissa, let's start with you and your favorite moments.
Favorite moments, I loved Jimmy Kimmel's Open. I loved Frances McDormand having everyone stand up. I thought that was a lovely moment. I also loved Gary Oldman's speech and Guillermo del Toro's speech in the sense of they reminded us that was also a night of celebration, a night of positivity. Because one of the things
Gary Oldman won Best Actor for Darkest Hour.
And
Winston
said thank
Churchill.
you to America, where I found love and work and friendship and all those things. Because one of the things I think that was lacking is no one is acknowledging, especially with the Me Too movement, they're just starting to acknowledge that we are moving the needle. Yeah. And you do need a moment of positivity to say, this is awesome, we actually are moving the needle.
And it's good, too, because so often these awards shows are like, this country sucks. It's racist and it's sexist and it sucks. And that's why I think a lot of the ratings have gone, because people are like, I don't want to sit at home at night and listen to that.
But also, everybody doesn't want to be continuously preached to.
Right. Especially by a bunch of people who have no right to be on the pulpit.
Well, I'm
just saying.
Well, they have the stage.
I don't need my lectures on morality from anybody in Hollywood.
Yeah.
At all.
Certainly not at this moment with the Me Too moment.
How about
Megyn,
you? What did you like?
I have to congratulate you. You got me to do what no amount of hype could. Watch the Oscars.
If only I could have gotten myself.
Exactly. And I'm so glad I did, actually. And it was mercifully, thankfully, pretty much free of partisan attacks.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it was great.
Nice.
It was so nice. I agree with you. It was so worthwhile to see Frances McDormand at the end. And Megyn, I'm not generally like into girl power moments. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too cynical.
You're a conservative.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
No, but
I
with
feel
Frances
so cold
McDormand,
all of a sudden.
so cold alone. It actually brought tears to my eyes.
Wow.
It was so moving, so poignant. And to see those women standing up and being celebrated, I thought that was wonderful. Loved Gary Oldman thanking America for giving him so many opportunities. It was wonderful.
By the way, I mean conservatives aren't into identity politics as a joke.
Thank you. Now I feel warmer.
That was my clarification.
You're not alone here. I'm with you here.
What about you?
Yes, I'm with you. The entire night was pretty special for me because I was excited to see the Oscars. This is a night where people can come together, can dress up, and can forget their worries of the world. But I still wanted to make sure that they were still addressing those culturally relevant moments. And they did, but they did it in a way that wasn't going to pound it down everyone's throat.
Right, it wasn't like preachy from...
It wasn't. It wasn't. You know, the Golden Globes, I thought it was necessary. The pendulum had swung to a place where we needed to talk about it. Everyone needed to dress in all black. But this was a place where people could still celebrate themselves, but talk about what was important in a way that was not going to be too much.
And be critical, be self-critical.
Yeah.
Not just shine the spotlight on Hollywood and what they present on the screen, but that the culture that they have in getting there, and I think also inspiring the rest of us. I like that one of the award recipients said, this is a way for us to be kinder to one another beyond Hollywood.
There's a thought.
I thought that was really important.
But it did get a little overwhelming. It felt a little scattershot that there are so many issues and everybody's talking about a bunch of different things. And yet for me, what was missing was gun control. Was all these
Nothing
kids,
was said?
There was one person.
Only one person talked about it.
Lin Miranda wore a little orange flag.
Yeah.
And I am.
It was discussed on the red carpet, though.
Yes.
So the red carpet did discuss it. But I thought that, you know, when you say it's scattered, of course, that's what America is. We have different opinions. We have different views. And sometimes you get into a room and everyone has an opportunity to talk about it.
Can I ask you, speaking of the red carpet, so any fashion faux pas or like, what do we need to know, Melissa?
Fashion faux pas. I felt across the board, everyone played it very safe. It was a very kind of, I'm not going to be the one to take risks, except for Tiffany Haddish.
Yes.
Who wore sort of traditional, which is something she had promised to her father. The best moment, though, here's all these women in pastels and whites and little splashes of color. And then here comes Nicole Kidman. And basically, you might as well go home.
Yes.
Pretty much whenever you see Nicole Kidman.
It's like beautiful, pretty, Margot Robbie and Gina Rodriguez and
so
this
feminine.
one. So feminine, and then she just basically wipes the floor with everybody.
Who in their right mind would want to stand next to Nicole Kidman for anything?
And poor Jennifer Gardner came in that very strong, very similar color. Yeah. And everyone's like, the pop of color, she looks fabulous. Just shoot me now.
Yeah, there's already a meme going around of Jennifer Garner where she's clapping and then she has a moment looking into space and it says, "What when you realize Nicole Kidman has the same color on."
Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
I know, it's so sad, but it's also kind of true.
What
because
about you? When it came to the fashion, was there a moment that stood out to you?
You know what? I think Viola Davis, she could have done. Oh, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate
going
me
the other way.
because I'm going the other way. I thought the pink was a miss. She looked a little too casual.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Emma Stone looked too casual.
Too casual.
Fabulous,
The
but
color
casual.
was beautiful on her skin tone. That pink
How
just
is that
brings
too
out her red
casual?
undertone.
Also, it was
wear
crooked
that?
all night.
Yeah.
I wanted to walk up and be like,
Oh,
Yeah.
you always need a
One-
good girlfriend who will do that for
No,
you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling cold
Yeah.
between these two.
no, it was beautiful. It was too casual.
It's too
I gotta
casual.
say though, Megan, in my old age and middle age spread, looking at all these actresses, I thought they looked absolutely stunning, gorgeous, but it also said something interesting to me, which is as much as Hollywood prides itself on being trailblazers and iconoclasts, that when it comes to the Oscars, they all want to look like prom queen and king.
Well,
this
there's
is
a
their
reason for
moment.
that.
And honestly, like for all the push on diversity and so on, like what about the bodies?
That was my
Yeah.
that was my big thing. And watching one of their tributes to diversity, diversity is also sizes and shapes. Not all of us are 115 pounds. In fact, most of us aren't.
And some of the
And I
actresses
wanted to see
will,
that.
will openly mock that and
Yes.
have, like Tina Fey's been so funny about that, and
But-
sad funny, but like how you can't gain weight in Hollywood and still expect to work.
Right.
But just to loop back to Viola Davis with the slightly too casual, again, crooked. So much of it is tailoring. I also felt, though, that because everyone had so many statements to make, they kept the clothes a little bit quieter.
Yes.
It wasn't. And what I also thought was really interesting, it was very, they were women, not girls. And there was some serious cleavage, but it was very what I call like classy cleavage, like
Yeah.
little
Classy
pop-
cleavage.
I know.
Kind of
I like
popped
that,
up. They had still the plunge
Yeah.
that we saw so much of. but a
Listen,
little more
if you have small
closed.
breasts, I can speak to this personally. It's classy cleavage is easy. It's easy. It's fine.
Yeah.
Panel, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.